The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
I am back. I'm back. AW here and War. I'm back. I'm back. Kick some butt. How are y'all doing, guys? How are y'all doing? Talking Marvel tonight. Marvel. Yes. We got D23 this Friday. Marvel's expected to be there. They're not having their own long ass like an hour long panel like San Diego Comic Con, but they will be there. Star Wars is going to be there. Pixar's going to be there this Friday. 7 to 9 Pacific time, so 10 o'clock our time. Eastern time, my time. So yeah, that's why I moved my stream from 7 to 10 on Friday. Because it was 7 o'clock Pacific time, not Eastern time. Welcome, guys. Welcome to, so, alright, man. Hope you're all doing good tonight. Really, I hope you are. Okay? I gotta say, a group chat I'm in is hell. There's always lag on YouTube. Don't worry about it. There's always a little bit lag on YouTube. You're always a few seconds behind on YouTube. I think you know that. Okay. It's not me because my connection is fine. It tells me my connection is fine. But alright, so just let you know, like there has been on YouTube and one of my group chats has been crazy all day blowing up with my god. Just basically joking around, but it's really, really crazy the stuff that I put in, some of the group chat members put in. It's just make your head explode. And if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. If you're watching, some of the people that might be watching this or later on, knows exactly what I'm talking about. Mr. Chertoff. Yeah, I know you might be watching this, Chertoff. But yeah, it's insane. It was insane to chat, and I think it still might be going on right now. But I'm not typing in it. I'm like, no. No, I have not watched Dano Cal. Nope. Alright. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I sent a friend an invite. Who may come on? Who knows? This is the topic today. Tonight. Is there renewed MCU Optimism? Deadpool Wolverine success. Avengers Doomsday. The Russo brothers. I wanted to fit more, but yeah, you only can fit 100 characters in the title. All right, Deadpool is about to cross. Deadpool Wolverine, I should say, it's about to cross 1 billion. Might just be on the edge of crossing 1 billion. Let me check. Let me just briefly check where Deadpool is right now in terms of the box office. Okay, it hasn't reached 1 billion yet, but it's getting close. I mean, it hasn't been updated yet. I'm still upset. All right. Here's my partner in crime, Blinded. How are you, Blinded? How are you?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? Hope you're having a good, I guess, night? Yeah, it's night where we are. Oh, yeah, to let you know, Blinded?
Not really, because one of my friends said one of the most blasphemous things I've ever heard in my life. Okay. They said that One Piece shits on the entirety of Marvel and DC. No.
One Piece?
Yeah, no. Sorry, folks. No. That's just no. We're not even gonna go there. You can leave. I'm sorry. If you held that opinion, you gotta go.
You should not be a friend anymore.
Well, I've been his friend for a long time, but
yeah, this will break up your friendship. I'm kidding.
This is not good. You
It's
can't be saying
blasphemous.
stuff like that. That is blasphemous. Yeah. You get struck down by Thor for saying shit like that.
Not just Thor. Everybody from Marvel.
Yeah. The whole damn multiverse will come after you for saying that. No. No, sorry. I'm
Was this
not a big
today?
anime guy. Well, we always had this debate, but he brought it up again after I told him, like, hey, what you're saying makes no sense to begin with because One Piece is one comic and you're talking about hundreds of comics. I mean, at this point, Marvel and DC are almost, I mean, they're close to being a century old. I mean, not Marvel, but DC is. So,
Marvel's like halfway there.
yeah, Marvel's half. They're like 60, what was it,
Yeah,
70?
you're a little bit past halfway. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if
Marvel's
you
almost
count out Atlas
DC is almost
Comics,
100 years old. Yeah, like basically Superman 1939, 38, 39. We're about like 15 years
yeah.
away from Superman. Yeah.
No, 39. No, that was way not 39.
1930. When was like, he was created in the 30s, right? Like late
Yeah,
30s.
but it was early 30s.
Or
Hold
was it
on.
early? Oh, okay. So
Let's
yeah.
see.
Yeah. DC has
Created.
been,
Let's
yeah,
see. Yeah,
been
1933.
Degrassi. Marvel's 8
So
years.
just 10 years.
Oh,
Just 10 years or 9
okay.
years.
Captain America might be like around this time, 80s.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're counting Atlas Comics, which was what Marvel was called
Oh
before
yeah.
they changed their name, but yes, yeah, Marvel is like 80.
Captain America is the oldest Marvel
Yeah,
character.
Timely Comics. Yeah, that too. Yep, yep. So I mean, yeah, I don't. I just don't agree. I don't agree at all. Marvel and DC, no matter what people say about the genre, no matter what criticisms we have going forward, no, no,
No.
no, 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 no. Sorry.
So before I get into this topic, because I'm doing a stream tomorrow, guys. I'm not sure what I'm doing on it. I'm kind of thinking about it right now. Should it be on John Campia or Grace Randolph? But the thing is, with Grace Randolph, it would be. I don't know if I should do Grace Randolph. Because if I
Because The
do Grace
Last of
Randolph,
Us. She
yeah,
said
but
I watched it because I thought we were gonna
how long
talk
is it?
about it.
Because it's not a
For
typical
the
Last of.
Last of Us section, it was
Yeah,
maybe like I don't know, 15, less than 15 minutes. I wasn't like checking completely, but it wasn't long.
because I know her video game knowledge is not the strong
No,
suit.
she admits that
Yeah.
she didn't even watch the cutscenes for Last of Us Part 2, even though she was shitting on it in the Batman. And then she also was saying stuff that is not even confirmed, which was what's her name? Oh man, the actress who appears, and we don't know who she's playing because she's playing a new character.
Okay.
She's in Beetlejuice, and we were talking about her the other night. What's
No,
her name?
keep these
Oh,
two
O'Hara.
universes. Keep this. Yeah, Catherine O'Hara. Yes.
Yes, yeah, okay. Kathleen O'Hara. Yeah, she said that she's playing a therapist.
Keep these two characters apart.
Unless I'm missing something, I didn't see that anywhere. That was like a rumor that people were like putting out there, like, oh, maybe she's playing a therapist, but no one knows. I have my own theory, and people are saying, oh, she's too old to play Joel's girlfriend. But I mean, if she was a therapist, it would kind of be like, eh, too on the nose. I mean, if you do the Last of Us stream, I'll talk about that character because that character's not in the game at all. They removed all
She is
mentions of the
70.
characters. Yeah, she is 70, but remember, Joel is in this season. If they do a time jump, he's gonna be in his 60s. He's gonna be
Yeah.
like in his like mid 60s because the show aged him up in
I mean,
comparison to the game.
Pedro Pascal like
Yeah,
doesn't look
Pedro's like
young.
50. He's gonna be
Yeah.
50.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but the
look too young.
character's not 50.
It actually looks. Pedro Pascal actually looks mid age for an actor. He actually does look mid age, and I know.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
he's 50.
Yeah.
He's
He's.
49 or 48, but
Well, yeah. So
I mean,
if
yeah,
he's in the mid ages, of course. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. Like that's a 15 minutes. Because also Campy has like 3 segments on Marvel today.
yeah. I didn't even look at that. I told you,
I
Campy
mean,
is kind of boring to
the
watch. So,
last the last stream we did on Sunday, the second hour, our view count bloomed. Like like
oh, with the gray stuff.
yeah. Like,
I would do the Grace Last of Us video, to be honest.
yeah. I think I would do that too. Let you know she's on live right now. A watch along for Despicable Me 4.
Oh,
I'm not
the
doing that.
last Despicable Me movie I saw was the second one, and
I think I
that's
saw
where
the
I checked
third
out.
one.
Yeah, was the third one about his twin brother or something?
I don't remember. Like, this one apparently didn't do wasn't exactly like groundbreaking, like well received compared to the others.
Mm.
I just, I don't know.
As a
Uh,
kid, because remember that movie came out. The first one came out when I was 10,
yeah.
so it's been a
Um,
while.
I don't want to do a Minions video.
Damn, George.
The thing is, the Minions are the Minions. I know people fell in love with the Minions, but I think too much of them is annoying.
I mean, I think as a kid I hated them, but now I'm more like I don't really mind them as much. But I mean, yeah, I could see how someone could find them annoying. Like someone would just want to like fight these things in a cage. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah,
annoying they are.
yeah. Oh yeah, let you all know. Like Friday, apparently it's not 7 o'clock our time. It's gonna be 10 o'clock our time. We're doing the D23 stream. It's gonna be
Okay.
7 p.m. in California. And once again, it's a Disney Entertainment Showcase, 7 to 9. So that's once again Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, and other stuff for movies and TV shows. So,
Curious
I,
to see what gets announced for everything,
oh,
all of them.
Star Wars is hinting some big stuff.
Well,
Marvel
we'll
hasn't been
see.
hinting. Marvel hasn't been hinting that as much as Star Wars, but Star Wars, Lucas has been hinting some stuff with Star Wars.
Marvel, I mean, we kind of know what Marvel has on the horizon, so we just
Yeah.
want like a trailer. Personally, I would want like a Marvel Zombies or Spider-Man trailer, and then
Well, that's the next night, next day.
oh, that's the next night. Oh, this is the movies and shows then?
Yeah. Remember, Marvel Animations the Saturday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
okay then. So I guess then just Daredevil, right? What else are they gonna
No,
show?
that's what
Agatha
they might have some little bit movie stuff, but they'll definitely have
and yeah,
Agatha there. I would assume they have Daredevil, and
Captain America, this movies.
I don't know when they
Maybe
have.
Thunderbolts.
See, the Comic Con did not do any TV stuff, right?
No,
They might,
yeah.
so they perfectly saved that for part of D23.
It would be
Like,
nice if we got just
um,
like a teaser for
the thing
Daredevil and a
is,
release
the
date,
thing
but
is, people are upset right now because apparently Disney is going to hike up the prices for
yeah, I
D23.
saw that. I
Um,
mean, yeah, it's well, it's double what it was when
New
it
movie
first launched.
announcement. Okay.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
Star
Thank you.
Wars, so of course
Okay.
they're
Thank
gonna
you,
announce a
Degrassi.
new movie.
Thank you, Degrassi. But how many? Yeah. Well, hopefully they go in production because like they
Well,
announced.
we know Mandalorian is in production, so at
Is this
least that is gonna come out.
is it one of those movies that ready like a Sean Levy, Taika Waititi, Patty Jenkins? Like, is it one of
Maybe it
their
is
movies?
Sean Levy's movie. Could
Remember
be.
Sean Levy? Sean Levy was supposed to direct
Or
Gambit movies.
well, I mean, if it's new, then maybe it's not something that has already been announced.
Apparently, well, the thing from Campia was Sean Levy was supposed to direct a Gambit movie. The Tan Tim movie was supposed to be Sean Levy was supposed to be directing that. Was
John Levy was gonna direct a Gambit movie.
Sean
I
Levy?
mean,
Yeah, that's what according to
I don't remember that. That must have been like a last one.
he almost
Like
directed. Yeah, almost directed Channing
there
Tatum's
was,
Gambit
well, to
movie.
be fair, a lot of major directors were supposed to
Well, how many?
direct.
I mean, how many directors
I
are on?
think Gore Verbinski was gonna direct Gambit. The guy, damn it, what's his name? He does a lot of Tom Cruise movies.
Oh yeah.
He did the one where he's damn. You know he's smuggling the cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
He did that movie. I'm blanking on his name. He's kind of like some of his movies are, in my opinion, they're kind of like bootleg Tarantino movies, or at least like his early movies. But I think it's Doug Lyman. Is it
He
Doug
almost
Lyman?
directed a Flash too. Yeah,
Yeah, Sean Levy almost directed a
How
lot
many?
of
How
stuff.
many? I think almost all directors in Hollywood directed The
I think
Flash.
it was Doug Liman who was supposed to direct Gambit as well. There is a lot of people attached to it. The original director, I can't remember his name. Unless because I don't think it was Doug Liman who was the original director, because the original director had the idea and then they worked on the script, and then Fox was like, "Oh, we want to like make this like low budget, so it's not going to be super action heavy," and so they had to like change up the movie, and then as a result, he left. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't see why they would make a Gambit movie from Marvel Studios. I don't think that makes sense.
No, no. He said he almost directed like a Gambit movie like
Um,
before all this. Before all this came on board.
yeah, because that Gambit movie, I mean, yeah, that was around like 2016, 17.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, Sean Levy was attached to a lot of different movies in the last like
Yeah.
5 to 8 years.
Yeah. All right. Um. Where was
So,
it?
what's the
Okay. Here.
topic?
Okay. There's the topic on the banner. Is there renewed MCU optimism? Marvel Cinematic Universe optimism? Deadpool Wolverine success? Avengers Doomsday? The Russo brothers? I could have added more, but you only can fit 100 characters in a YouTube
Hmm.
title. So blinded. Let's start off with you. Is there a renewed optimism in the MCU?
Well,
In
do you
your
want
opinion?
my opinion or do you want what I've seen?
Your opinion. First, then.
Okay, my personal opinion is yes, I feel like I have renewed optimism in the MCU. Like
Okay.
if you ask me before a lot of the announcements and obviously Deadpool, yeah, I wasn't so hot on Marvel. I was like honestly after Deadpool, those Avengers movies I was very skeptical of. Now, I mean, I'm more optimistic. I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to be like I mean, I am going to get really excited closer to the launch, right? And I'll
Hmm.
watch it how many times depending on, if it is a good movie, right? But yeah, if you asked me before, I really couldn't tell you because like the MCU really was it still is in a place of where it needs a lot of repairing and a lot of fixing. And the people who I don't know, there's some people like in denial that the MCU did fall off a cliff a little bit, especially with the, like Phase 4. Like Phase 4 was a fucking mess in my opinion. Um, so but never
Bring it.
did is a
Bring it in.
cheapness. Well, I mean, to be honest, most people didn't. I think most, the average Joe, general audiences, I don't think knew that Channing Tatum was going to play Gambit, other than the fact that yes, he was in the magazine posing, right? Remember they
Yep.
did that whole thing, but I mean, the thing is, the movie is cheap nostalgia,
That
but
magazine. Oh my god. How
in my
many? How?
in my opinion, it was done a lot better than. And I
s-
guess this is controversial, but I think it was done a little bit better than No Way Home. No Way Home just kind of like they had the characters for a little bit, and they didn't really play with them or use them in an interesting way. It was sort of just, oh yeah, we're gonna teach him the typical Spider-Man lesson, which was like, okay, I mean, that's fine, but could you at least have done something with them, like paired them with different villains, or you know, it would have been way more interesting to have Andrew and Toby be in the movie as supporting roles. And I know right now they're like, well, the rumor is they don't know what to do with Spider-Man, right? Marvel wants to do a street level
Mhm.
with Spider-Man, and then Sony wants to do another multiverse movie. In my opinion, I feel like they should do another multiverse movie, but I know that's not what. I mean, I know people don't want that, right? So,
Oh, this could.
um,
Well, I think.
oh yeah.
I think they're gonna get one though. Um.
Well, I think
Holy.
they're still going to recast Kang. That's my theory. Is that they're going to still have Kang as someone new, and Doom is going to kill him.
Yeah, be like, yeah, he'll be as a joke character. It'd be like he's Kang is there, and the Doom just gets rid of him. Be like,
Right? Yeah, because I mean, Doom's. I mean, yeah, that would. the only reason why they would do that is if they do want to clarify the only thread that's hanging from Kang, which is the Council of Kangs. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, at the ending of Loki, what's his
Hmm.
name? I keep saying Morbius. It's not Mobius. It's
Mobius.
Mobius. Mobius is like, oh yeah, Kang has been dealt with, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think it would just be like, okay, have Doctor Doom establish him as like a threat, like kind of like what Thanos did at the beginning of Infinity War. Obviously it would be a little bit different, but kind of something similar, just to be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like here we're establishing Doom's power level, his threat, and it's just one dude taking on these people, and just to kind of show, hey, the Council of Kangs just it didn't work.
The Parliament of Doom. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
actually, yeah. Maybe the Parliament of Doom takes out the Council of Kangs.
or maybe just one Doom is
Hmm.
what I think would work a little bit better. Just because I think the whole like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna obviously have the Council of, or you're gonna have the Doom variants, but I think they want to at least establish that there's one Doom. There's one Doom who's gonna do this, who's gonna become the God Emperor.
Yeah.
Sir. So yeah, that's what I would at least want to see. But I mean, again, that's just me speculating. Um, yeah, the Chris Evans, I do think because remember there is that rumor that's going around. I mean, it's a consistent rumor, so as I always say, where there's smoke, there must be fire. So, and that rumor is that Chris Evans is gonna come back, but he's gonna be in a Disney Plus show or some bullshit. Like a Disney Plus miniseries with Captain America. I don't know. It still seems outlandish to me, but that rumor was
Bro.
going around since I want to say like 2021, maybe even later or like later than that. But I don't know. It just seems. I mean, Chris Evans is not. It's not like Chris Evans is really doing much. I mean,
Mm.
so and he does do television. So I mean,
What's he doing? What does he have up? He's done. He has a
what
Walk
do you
movie.
what he normally does? He's not attached to any like franchises, or he's not in a big movie or another series that would take up time. So I know
Hmm.
he's like I know they asked him, "Oh, are you eager to come back?" And he's like, "Not really." But that's not him saying he wouldn't come back. That's more like I mean, he doesn't really care if he comes back or not. That's what I read from it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, and the fact that he is in Deadpool and Wolverine, I feel like yeah, like he will come back regardless, right? It's like
I think he'll come back.
whatever.
He'll come back if it fits him. Like Robert Downey Jr. is coming back if it works
I
for
think
him.
he will come back for whatever. That's
But I don't.
my opinion of Chris Evans. Like
But I
he
don't
doesn't
think.
really care.
I don't think Evans is coming back like whereas Captain America he had to sign up for multiple movies or whatever. I don't think he's doing that. I
Right.
think he's just like same
No,
with Robert
but
Downey.
I still think they could have Captain America still be around. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure.
Like I think they kind of wasted that chance of doing a old man Steve. Like I don't see why they couldn't do that. So if they somehow do a Disney Plus series and it's Captain America focused and they really get like a good writer team and a good showrunner, have some interesting visuals or a concept. Like if it is this, oh, he's hopping through different places to send back the Infinity Stones, then maybe there's a story there that could be told. Yeah, they say that he's on the moon, Old Man Steve, but in the comics, Old Man Steve has done a lot of stuff, even though he's old,
Old Man Steve should be
right?
dead actually, technically.
Well, not in the comics. That's what I'm saying. In
RJ.
the comics, there was. Oh,
Hey
what's up,
RJ.
RJ? Yeah, the Nomad. I mean, I think it'd be cool. I mean,
I don't know.
like that's the character like before we knew about
Oh yeah, we're doing good, RJ.
uh
Thank you. Hope your job is doing
yeah
treating you well. Go ahead.
but yeah, as I was saying, like if there was one actor that would come back I
Chris
feel like
Evans.
would have come
Chris
back
Evans
was
needs
Chris
it though.
Evans.
Chris Evans needs it.
Yeah,
Cause
I
he,
mean, I didn't think Robert Downey Jr. would come back this
you
soon.
know, Chris Evans needs it because ever since he left Marvel, he has not had
I mean,
success.
he well, he's kind of just doing whatever, is what I take it.
Yeah,
Like like if you notice the projects he's picking, it's not like,
or
it's not
interesting.
they're not like Oscar bait movies. They're not working with auteur directors. He's just sort of doing like commercial stuff, whatever Apple, he's working a lot with Apple. Um, he appears in
Yeah.
these kind of like streaming movies, right? The Gray Man and
Mhm.
whatever Red One is with The Rock. It's just like he's doing whatever. That's what it seems like. He doesn't really care. He's just sort of doing projects that I guess maybe he finds fun or gives him a paycheck. That's my guess, but
Well, Robert
you
Downey
never
Jr.
know.
really doesn't really need to do Marvel because he's been fine outside of it. But they
No,
offer him so much to come back. Like, how can you refuse to turn it down? Not
no, but
just
I
money.
don't. I don't think it was just the money too. I mean, obviously, yeah, he's gonna get a bulk of money, but I also think he would
It's
have.
other stuff.
Well, but yeah, he gets the fact that he's playing Doom. I'm sure for him is like, okay, this is like a different take. And I guess like if you really think about it, and this is what I was saying before, like yes, he played Iron Man, but Iron Man is not a character people recognize as being a great
Hmm.
performance. And that's just because he's the hero. And I think if you notice, recently there's some actors who like they play their characters well, but they don't get the same credit as the villain. And that's obviously, namely
That
Batman
happens.
movies,
That happens a lot
right?
in comic book movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Because
Um,
because if you think about it, they're going to get the villains are always going to be the
Heath
A-list
Ledger.
established actor,
Heath Ledger's perfect example. Like
right? But I
nobody.
mean, in Marvel, it's
In Marvel,
always
you're right.
been established actors, right? Since the beginning, like people that are well known for their
Yeah.
performances. So if you really think about it, it was kind of like what he said, what he's because that interview was fairly recent, right? It was like a couple months ago he said that Iron Man was like his most underrated performance. And I think the reason why he said that is because he feels like
It gets
people don't
shaded.
acknowledge it. Yeah, they don't
People.
really
Yeah.
acknowledge that it
I'm.
because it's just sort of like he's Iron
There's.
Man and that's
That's a
it.
stigma. That's a stigma behind Marvel.
Yeah, he played Iron Man what you
That's not
expect
just.
of Iron Man, but it's like,
That's not,
you know,
the,
people
the only
expect
character.
more or whatever.
The only character that people accept, whereas like cinema, it's like Batman. That's it. Batman.
Yeah.
Batman. 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 That's it. That's it. No, no other DC character or Marvel gets the same respect besides Batman. Batman. It's true.
Yeah, but even Batman, I feel like most people don't, they don't really talk about the performance of the actor. I
What do you
think the
mean?
first time was,
Oh, I knew.
yeah,
I had
yeah.
no idea who was before Thor. Then I remember, like, wait, he's in the first Star Trek movie. He was the father of Chris Pine's um, uh, character,
I don't think RDJ is going to play a bunch of Doom variants. I think he's going to play one variant to
right?
Doom. I
DeGrasse,
don't think it
remember
would make sense to do
he was a
that.
Star. Remember the rumor was they're going to start. One of the rumors of Star Trek 4. They're going to bring back Chris Hemsworth and have him act alongside Chris Pine, father and son.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that rumor.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
fuck, that's probably true. They
it
just
could happen.
fucking,
I mean, like Star Trek, it could happen because like there's a lot of space, but there's also a lot of supernatural stuff in Star Trek too. So in time travel.
yeah. I mean, I think it sort of makes sense if he's playing one version of Doom, because I feel like that's going to be what he hangs his hat on, right? It's this version of
I
this
want
character.
I want to see if it's an accent.
Because it would, I think it would be a lot more interesting, right? I mean, you also have God Emperor Doom, and God Emperor Doom, as I was saying, has a lot of badass moments in the comic. Also, right now, in the last 2 weeks, Marvel announced that they're going to have a new event
Mm-hmm.
where Doom is sort of like he's a sorcerer supreme. He pretty much is, taken over the Marvel universe, and I feel like that's a pretty clear indicator that what they're going to be doing in those movies, right? They're gonna because obviously we've talked about this. Marvel does this all the time, where it's like, yeah, they put ideas into the comics first to see how people react to it. It sounds like a cool idea. to have like Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Doom, and he's ruling the entire world, and all the heroes bow down to him. I think it could be interesting. I mean, for the last couple of years, Doom hasn't been doing much, so you might as well. But
Well, yeah.
yeah, I do hope
They'll kill them all, or
Doomsday.
just end their existence. A part of them do
I
have
kind of
to.
hope Doomsday is more of that like new
Uh,
Avengers. You
I
know,
hope
like I
Doomsday. I hope the Doomsday comes into Doomsday. I'm kidding.
because it's
I'm kidding.
like because I feel like it has to be a double meaning, right? Where it's like Doomsday is obviously the
He,
apocalypse.
he is kind of important to. You just said apocalypse,
Yeah, but I'm talking about you know what I mean, like the
but
end of
one
the
more
world.
time. But you did kind of. I know, but you did. But it is. One more time does have important. It is
Right.
important to the origins of apocalypse, though the character.
I mean, we don't really know if he is going to play. I mean, until I see it
The
on
Rock,
screen,
right?
I don't
The
really
Rock's gonna
know if
play
he's going to be
apocalypse.
playing hundreds of variants of Doom.
You know, it's
Because it just
oh,
it to me why
you know what?
the only reason why I have a hard time believing that is because the criticism, like Marvel got the criticism that the whole multiple versions of Kang doesn't really seem to be super compelling in comparison to Thanos. Thanos is one guy going up against everybody. I think it's a way more interesting story. But I mean, we'll have to see, right?
You know
But
what? I know. Okay, okay. The rumor is for apocalypse is actually Henry Cavill because everybody thinks he's the next Wolverine.
oh
I'm gonna
god.
look up the apocalypse rumor.
Oh yeah,
I
you
can.
saw you sent me that article with that guy saying that
People are
Henry
running with it.
Cavill is the MCU
Not just
Wolverine.
oh, there's people on YouTube running with it. There's people on they're running with that rumor. That rumor.
Henry Cavill is too old to play Wolverine for the next 10 years.
He's too buff.
I
He's
don't care about buff. I mean, Wolverine is kind of buff, but he's also short. But I mean,
yeah. You know what? Wolverine is buff, but Hugh Jackman is kind of lean buff. Henry
yeah,
Cavill's
he's
more
lean buff.
broad.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's more
Yeah.
broad buffed. Yeah, that's the difference, right?
Yeah. Cuz I think I mean, New Avengers, I think again, if they do if they're pulling a lot from Hickman, which I think they should just Marvel should honestly have Hickman be part of like some yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. It
Is he
doesn't even make
42,
sense.
43 now?
Yeah, he's like early 40s.
I agree with you, DeGrasse. I think
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere either. Only until until they reboot, because I really do think they're gonna reboot after Secret Wars. It only makes sense story wise, and that's part of the Secret War story is that there is a merging of universes. So
yeah, yep.
you can just call it a reboot.
Reboot.
But then you just I mean, depending on how successful the new DC is, I'm sure Marvel's gonna fucking take that idea. It's like, hey,
Like
we'll
they always
just
done. Like they always done.
yeah, well, I mean, because they know whatever if it's successful, then they're like, well, it's James Gunn, so I guess he must know, and they'll just take it. So,
Oh yeah, the quality of Marvel has been so bad lately since
but
losing James Gunn.
but even regardless, without it, story wise, it makes sense because it's like you're gonna have to explain the mutants, and the mutants are not currently in the MCU, or at least the mutants as
they're
a
doing it.
whole.
They're doing
We
it
already
slow.
have a couple of mutants, but
They're doing it slowly with Miss Marvel, Namor. I think we're gonna.
yeah, but the thing is that means there's we with the MCU and what we know, you would think we would know that there is mutants. There would be a whole history of mutants. People would be talking about it. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean we'll have to see. I mean, and like I said, my
Daniel
optimism also
Radcliffe.
comes from the fact that Hickman. I like Jonathan Hickman. Like the Secret Wars comic came out a decade ago. I remember buying the first issue and reading it and liking it and going back and reading the other stuff. So, you know, that's why I'm like, okay, I kind of actually want to see this all done in live action because, I mean, if you have all these interesting characters, there's so much that you could play with in terms of like how they are divided. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, though, a House of M. I mean,
well,
that could be possible if you once you introduce the mutants and say, "Oh,
here's
it
a
already happened."
possibility. Okay, the prequel series of The Witcher sucked. Okay, it really sucked. But there is
Mm,
there is kind of different universes in The Witcher, and at the end of it, one of the universes that contain humans and the monsters merge with the actual universe in The Witcher. Like the main story takes place, but they had elves and dwarves, and right there was no humans at the
yeah,
point, but there was a kind of another universe where humans fell into that universe. They could do something like that with the mutants. They could be from another universe. And they could merge, something like that.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that makes that like I said, that makes a lot of sense to do that because again, that's what happens at the ending of Secret Wars.
I don't
Everything
want.
got merged.
I can't see Radcliffe as Wolverine.
Honestly, I'm not really sure who could play
Cause
Wolverine.
I'll just picture Harry Potter as Wolverine. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's like Harry
Yeah,
Potter's Wolverine. Like, are you kidding me? It's like
I mean,
Arthur.
he's also kind of getting up there, no? Like he's
He's in his
in his
thirties. Yeah,
yeah.
he's in his thirties. Well,
I feel
Radcliffe
like
might.
they're going to get like a cast that's like fairly young, like they're just entering in their 30s because then you
Daniel
can at
Radcliffe.
least play with them a lot
He's
longer. And I
he's
also think they're going to go
35.
with unknowns too because if you
Radcliffe.
think about it, yeah, he's
He's
35.
yeah. Yeah, he's
Okay.
35, and he still looks like Harry Potter.
But I was going to say it kind of makes sense if they cast unknowns because if Wolverine, I mean, we'll see if Wolverine is even on the X-Men. I don't see why he wouldn't be on the first iteration of the X-Men, but I mean, they could just turn Wolverine into a standalone character who appears everywhere. I mean, that kind of makes some
Yeah.
sense. It's a little bit different, but it fits the character. Sometimes I mean, he's been on the
The thing
Avengers.
is, I
He's
think
also on the
Wanda.
X-Men.
I think
He has
Wanda
his own
already.
stuff going on.
I know the grass, but I think Wanda and Doctor Strange already had her meltdown.
Yeah, I don't think the meltdown's done just yet.
You don't think? So? Well, she kind of did redeem herself a little bit at the end of Doctor Strange. Come to her
Yeah,
senses.
but I got to be honest, the villain Scarlet Witch, it's kind of like hard to pass up. It's pretty cool, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Um,
I
but
mean,
she's
if
not.
they do get her, if they do give her her own movie, then yeah, she's obviously going to be more hero-like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like Marvel. Like Marvel should take risks and give villains their own film.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
think
think that's another thing they should do.
DC's doing it, or their
The
own
pro the
show.
problem is, I
What would be the
mean,
reason?
who exactly would you do a movie
Magneto.
about?
I mean, I could do a Magneto TV show. I don't know.
Yeah, I
X,
mean, Magneto could want to make some
X, the
sense.
Mutants and X Men. There's a whole wide range of variety where they could do. I'm not just saying the villain side of X Men, the mutant stuff. There's a whole wide variety they could do Disney Plus shows for certain X Men characters, or just not actually X Men characters, but mutant characters. Like there's a whole range of
I mean,
possibilities there.
that's the thing, right? That's another question too. Is like, how are they? If they do mutants, right? Are characters just gonna get a bunch of solo movies or shows, or are they gonna do a bunch of like more team movies? Like, are we gonna have X Force
I
and maybe like two different X-Men team?
Yeah,
Like I do wonder how all this
Kelsey
stuff is
Grammer's
gonna
in his
work.
60s, I believe. Believe Kelsey Grammer
Yeah.
might be in his 60s. Yeah, Kelsey Grammer is actually 69. He's 69 years old. Um, they had to get Kelsey Grammer because they couldn't get Nicholas Hall because Nicholas Hall is is
No,
doing
I
Luther
don't even.
and that's
His
not a
interpretation of Beast wasn't.
no, and
It wasn't good.
he ain't doing because he's gonna sign up for Luther. He signed up for Luther, and Luther is not a one movie role. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way
mean, his Beast like in First Class, and
they
I
can do
mean
this.
parts of Days of Future Past, but I don't know. He wasn't a great Beast in my opinion. So you might as well just keep Grammar. He does it. I
Yeah,
mean,
so I
if
could
especially if it is just a voice role, might as well.
so you could definitely do a variety of Disney Plus or movies from mutants
Yeah,
and some X Men characters. Like, right? Maybe if somebody catches on, like maybe they do a Storm catches on. Maybe you could do something with Storm related movie or
right.
show.
But then
You could do
also, would they want to integrate Storm into the Black Panther stuff as well? Because I mean,
yeah,
because they're kind of already doing that in the comics. I mean, Storm is also joining the Avengers,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you know,
Um,
uh,
you could do
well,
You don't necessarily have to do X Men versus Miss Sinister. You could do like Cyclops and Jean Grey, Mrs. Sinister stuff. Um,
possibly. I mean, also, would you want to have mutants on the Avengers, like the Uncanny
is
Avengers?
you like the Borderlands movie? I haven't heard any reviews on it. Is there reviews out
No,
on
I
it?
haven't seen it.
Well, it comes out what this week, right?
Yeah, it comes out this Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look at the reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
If it's bad, I'll make a video about it because I have a video that I
To
written.
me,
But
it's a Tuesday watch for me if I feel like going.
yeah, because I wrote a video about like video game adaptations, but
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not
it's
sure when
too
to
bad.
release
It's
it.
too bad your last video is not doing as well. Like
No,
I thought it'd do
I kind
better.
of figured it wasn't gonna do well because I kind of dragged my feet on that one. I should have released that like beginning of June because that's when people were talking about Hellblade. But
Oh, the timing
it's
was
all
bad.
right. I mean,
Yeah, it looked
that
good.
video
Yeah.
I dragged my feet on, and but I did a bit of like sound mixing for it, so I learned a little bit of stuff. So the sound is actually a lot better than my previous videos. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of reshoots. This movie was
yeah, it was a lot of
like
reshoots,
filmed like
a
months
lot of
earlier.
drama with this movie. But yeah,
Yeah. Also, like, yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. The grassy Marvel tears are going to be getting fewer and farther between sooner rather than later. Yeah, that's true. That's
damn.
true. Um, yeah, like
Well, they should just focus on a couple of characters.
it's clearly like on my streams that Grace Randolph gets me so much views,
Right.
and John Campbell gets me some. Um, not as much, but like,
Grace
uh,
is way more interesting to talk about. I think she just has more interesting opinions that I mean, yeah, we don't always like what she has to say, and sometimes she does say a lot of batshit crazy shit, but it's still way more entertaining and I mean you can actually talk about what she's saying. She brings a lot of good points out. John Campea, I feel like is kind of just very
I
milquetoast.
hate John Campbell's reviews. He doesn't review
Yeah.
anything. I mean, it's like 5 to 7 minutes of review of a movie. Like, do an actual review. Like, you know what? Like, do like at least Grace does a review. Do something like that, Sean. Like, if you're a movie
Yeah.
critic, I know you have to say it's a movie pundit. You should do like more than 7 minute reviews.
He just really talks about the news and that's really it.
Yeah.
Like
Um.
he's a anchorman. That's it. You know what I mean? Like he's not really there to give like a deep take. You know what I mean? Go in depth. Like
Well, that's something you
that's not
asked
John
the
Campea.
guys. Yeah. I mean, like,
I wouldn't mind going back to the Loeb era, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, will Marvel even bring back Iron Fist and Luke Cage?
oh, that guy's Luke Cage's actor. His season's getting renewed again.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what the guy Finn Jones is up to lately. Like, I don't think I haven't seen him cast for anything.
Damn. I mean, honestly, at this rate, I think I would prefer the animation over the live action stuff. But yeah,
Oh, he has done some little bit of movies, but he hasn't. Mm,
yeah, John Campea is not a. His reviews are kind of just.
yeah,
I just overall think he's kind of just not super
yeah.
interesting.
That's just yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem
All
with
the
John.
drama surrounding him, though, is way more interesting than his
Yeah,
his videos. That's his problem. Yeah, she does a
yeah,
way better job.
yeah.
Because she
Yeah.
takes notes. That's another thing too. She takes notes like it's film school. You sit down and you watch the movie and you make notes on all different
He
things of
does.
what you're seeing. You're watching it, and then also too, she's kind of like she has different lenses that she's putting on. where it's like, yeah, she's looking at it from an audience perspective, the box office perspective. Sometimes the box office
Oh, there's
perspective
always campia
gets
drama.
mixed up a little bit, but
There's always camp.
there's always Campia creates drama because he says things and then people run with it. I mean, there's a whole YouTube channel about it. I mean, you know about this stuff, so
Oh yeah,
that's what
campia
I mean.
exposed.
Next,
Yeah.
Campia expose the fact that so many people hate John Campia behind the scenes, like they've worked with him and they say he's a piece of shit and he owes people money. So there's all types of drama with him. Um,
Uh,
um, I don't know. I feel like Campia is definitely way more like paint drying. Like we
yeah.
we really gotta like stretch it out, make fun of Ray. You know what I mean? The last time we were making fun of
Oh,
them,
Mr. Sun. What's the guy's name? I forget the guy's name, but the sunburned guy. What's his name? I forget his name.
hold on, hold on. Highlight RJ's comment, bruh, bruh. That
I
would
don't.
be the funniest shit if that was
It
true,
could be.
because that makes so much sense.
There's like I have some assumptions who it could be. Um,
Holy shit!
but
I
what would
never
that?
even thought about that.
Would he be roasting himself? Because that
Yeah, but he doesn't really roast him that much though. Like the
I
person
know.
who's on the channel doesn't really talk about Robert
But
Meyer that much.
but
But
that
yeah,
eight
they do roast him. That's the
that
thing.
8 to 10 minute video they did
But that'd be
Deadpool.
some 4D chess stuff though. If they did
It's
do
really
if it was him, that would be
it's me
some
all
genius level
along.
shit.
I think
No
it's
way
Phil
it's Film
Rob.
Glob because it doesn't even make the guy was at the only reason why it's not Film Glob is because the person uploaded a very very suspicious video that was
I think
them
it's one
at
of the guy's friends.
CinemaCon
I think it's
and
one of
they
the guy's
were
friends.
it's someone from and like I said the first person to mention this channel even though they didn't even have 1,000 subscribers was Chris Gore. Chris Gore is the
Yeah,
one who pointed out this channel. And I always thought that was suspicious as fuck because it was in a live stream. He was talking about it, and I don't remember because I was watching this live stream. That's how I know. And he's mentioned, oh, John Campia owes me money, and there's a channel John Campia exposed. And I was like, hey, wait a minute, I know that channel. That channel's like a small channel. It's funny as hell, right? Because that's when
until
the
he's
drama
yeah,
was going on,
I know.
and then it blew up. So he I don't. I personally think it's Chris Gore. It makes a lot of sense if it was Chris Gore. The humor and the jokes, like it's a lot of references to old movies too. Like they did that whole skit with a Naked Gun. That sounds
Yeah.
like something Chris Gore would do.
uh,
So I don't
neurotic.
know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
Neurotic,
oh man, neurotic. Oh, somebody went
but
off script.
that the only thing is the person would have had to gone to CinemaCon. I can't. That's why I say I don't think it's Film Glob because Film Glob is like he's Scottish. I don't think he's flying out to CinemaCon,
They really
um,
hate each other.
doing all this stuff. But
Yeah, Chris.
I
Yeah,
think it's Chris Gore.
man, neurotic's been on the talk of lately on YouTube and social media too.
Yeah, I saw a bit of that. That's a bit weird. I mean, like the person just regurgitated shit people have been always been saying about him. So, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
just blew up. I
I
was like,
know.
okay.
What's weird is Boogie was dressed like a clown. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh fuck! But why did they fire Tommy C?
I
Do
don't
you know about
know.
that? Because I thought I'm like first off I was surprised they brought on Tommy C because Keemstar doesn't even like Tommy. But
Yeah, but Keemstar likes drama.
yeah, but Tommy is like the only sane person on the show. I mean Boogie, I mean not Boogie, Wings is kind of like okay, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, but I mean I listen to Shot from the Point sometimes. That's Tommy's show, so I mean he's not that bad. He's kind of just middle of the road. He's not as crazy as Boogie.
I don't know
That's
when
the
if
thing.
I have watched Locale Live like since a couple like in a week.
I was trying to catch up because I saw that they fired him and they had all types of people
Yeah, he'll be
Did you see
back.
that? Did you see that? Like it was like a cameo fest of people trying out to be the host. Oh man, you know who was on there? You know
Who?
who was on there? Our buddy Vito. Oh man, oh
I
man,
should have
poor
been the
Vito.
host.
I mean, yeah, I think it was. I don't know who they brought on a bunch of people, but they were like well-known people. That's the thing. So I don't know. It was funny though.
Keem
Um,
Keemstar just loves drama. I bet you Thomas C will be back. I'm telling you.
I
What
don't
do you
think
guys think?
so.
Why is this worse? This is worse than what Boogie did.
Because with Boogie, it was all a stunt.
Oh
With
yeah.
Tommy C, the thing is like they do have like a problem. Like they do have a history with some, some drama. So that's why I feel like, yeah, it kind of makes some sense that he would just go away. I mean, the whole idea of Lolcow, like it was supposed to be, they had the cows and then they had the farmers, and then all the farmers, it was like Mudahar, Turkey Tom, all these like
Yeah.
these big YouTubers were supposed to farm the
Yeah.
cows, but then it was like it didn't work out, and it's all because of Keemstar. Like Keemstar's a fucking idiot, but I don't know. You only watch that show because it's so fucking just stupid at
Oh
this
my
rate. It's just
god.
fucking full of nonsense. Like also too, is that Boogie's tattoo? Is that even really a tattoo? I know we saw him do the tattoo and stuff, but now I wonder
I don't
because
know. That's a good question.
I wonder now because I heard you could do tattoos that are like 6 months, and on top of that too, the beard has already covered the tattoo. So what
Yeah,
was the
that's on
point?
purpose, right? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
it's fucking bullshit.
yeah. Like they had a
It's all a
you know.
stunt. It's all it's
Oh my
all just
god.
like
You know how many people they
drama
had?
shit.
You know how many people they had? Like 20,000 people watching that.
Yeah, they had a lot of people
And what they don't even have their channel doesn't even have 100,000 subs, and they got 20,000
no,
people watching that.
because
You know,
everybody just heard it and was like,
yeah.
everybody's watching that shit.
You know how hard, extremely hard, it is to get 20,000 people to watch a channel that doesn't even have 100,000 subs. That's
Yeah,
that's very very extremely
because everybody was
extremely
sending the
weird.
link on Twitter and
Yeah.
all different places. That's why.
It usually
Yeah,
that's
you can laser
that's
you
an
can laser off the tattoo, but
it's an anomaly. That's
the
what it was. That
they
was an
talked
anomaly.
about that though. The thing is, the lasering, he has to keep it for a
But dude,
certain
yeah, but
time,
wasn't he supposed to keep it for like how long was supposed
two
to hide?
years,
Yeah,
because
that's how
that's
long
how
he's
long he lied about having
the
cancer.
cancer.
And you know what's funny? He's coming out now going like, I lied about cancer. I lied, and it's like just like what was it? 2 weeks ago now, he was saying he didn't lie about cancer and he
No,
wasn't sure if he had cancer, but now it's 100%
you
he
know
lied
why
about
it is?
cancer. It's like
He's
what?
safe now. You know why? Because he's safe on Local Live. He's not going anywhere.
No, because it's part of the drama. It's like
Yeah.
I don't really okay. Like before, I used to have something against Boogie, but
Was
then I was like,
was
I think
Destiny
he,
on it, or was Destiny like?
yeah, that was a couple weeks ago now.
But he said, but okay, you don't think that? Okay,
Well,
so
the next person they should have on, because I've never liked Rich of Review Tech
oh,
USA. So I really want to see what
why Red?
happens.
What? Why Red? What's the question, Red?
There's a lot of drama with Review Tech USA.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tons and tons of suspect drama. Like, what's going on, Rich? That's what I would ask him. What's going on?
Oh man.
All types of crazy accusations against
Boogie
him.
hasn't done anything. He can't do it. He hasn't done anything as channel lately, huh?
No. We should just talk about the drama of these YouTubers because I also watch this shit way too much.
No,
Like,
I
if you
should,
want to ask me what
I should,
drama I'm
I should,
watching,
I should have done the boogies. I should have done some boogie stuff.
yeah, the
I mean,
Boogie stuff. I mean, Boogie is a lolcow. He's always gonna be around. So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like Boogie. Like I don't understand why he. I mean, well, I get why, because he's making money. This is all a bullshit.
Yeah, he says he's poor.
Yeah, he says I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He's making a lot of money from this. He
No,
could say he could maybe he's not making as much as he did before, but he's still making
is
money.
it Keemstar wealthy?
Yeah,
Isn't he? Does he pay Boogie?
of course he does.
Okay,
He
yeah.
owns Boogie's house.
He, okay, so Boogie, so yeah, so you know how he knows an act then because Boogie says he can get. Oh, if I don't get paid, I'll be throwing my house. But Keemstar owns your house. Why would he
Yeah.
throw?
Well, before remember it was before well, he came out and lied about cancer. It
Yeah,
was oh, um, I need that money for my my medicine and my checkups and all this stuff. So I don't know.
what? Oh my god, I didn't know. Yeah, he's
For
plus he's
free,
probably
yeah.
he's paying Boogie to be on the show. He's also probably paying
Well,
a percentage
well, the thing
off.
is, Boogie. It's not that he's just paying Boogie. Boogie
He's doing him favors.
is no. Boogie owns the channel, so they split super chats. They split
Yeah, yeah.
all kinds of revenue. I don't know. The thing is, they were having like this is what I mean. Like this is all manufactured drama because they had problems with their editor. Which, by the way, I don't understand their whole fucking setup of editing. Like, I kind of wish they would fucking hire me to do this shit. Cause like, what the fuck is the editor doing? Like, he's just like I'm serious. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're posting clips of this live stream. Like, and it's like the worst clips. It's like, who's watching this? Like, everybody's just gonna. That's why people end up watching the live stream and they have high numbers. Because no one watches the clips because they're fucking trash. Like
Yeah.
you're editing the parts no one wants to see. Like, god damn. Hire a fucking proper editor or some shit, man. Or pay them way more.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And yeah, nobody watches their videos. They
No.
just
No, everybody, yeah, once you see the live stream, because the moment you miss the live stream, it's not worth going back because the clips
uh,
are, they're horrendous, man. They're fucking horrendous. And everybody in the chat, it's so funny. The comments, if you read the clips, they always say how bad the fucking editing is on clips. Clips, you know how easy it is to clip shit?
mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, like, does the editor not? And the excuse the last editor gave was like, how am I supposed to edit like a 3 hour stream? Dude, you know you can fucking put that shit on like 8 times and watch the entire thing. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it'll sound like chipmunks in your ear, but you could watch it at a fast pace and cut out what's relevant and what's not. Or just watch the live stream and take notes. You're being paid to do this. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck
Oh,
kind of excuse is this? And
so
Keemstar hired him. That's what I'm saying. Keemstar's a fucking idiot. Holy shit, man.
Keemstar would
All
do
these people are
a
idiots.
Keemstar would sell his soul for anything.
Well, Keemstar. I, I, I mean, yeah,
He
maybe one
doesn't.
day we'll see
He
Keemstar
doesn't live far from
suck.
us. Keemstar doesn't live far from us. He
Yeah, he
lives in
lives in
Buffalo.
Buffalo. But I was gonna say Keemstar one day will suck something on stream.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
that's when he
So
really
so
needs to.
so
He
guys in the
will.
chat. Speaking of Marvel, we found a Marvel version of Mike Zero.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
the
and this,
clickbait, the clickbait content
yeah,
variety.
everybody knows. Wait, what's his name? Is that it? Um,
What's his name?
um,
You mean
he
Mike
has a lot
Zero?
more. He's a he has, no no he in this guy the Marvel Mike Zero has a lot more subs
Oh
than Mike
yeah.
Zero. It actually has over 1 million.
Does he get like he gets? I
Oh yeah,
didn't. I don't remember the view count. Was it like 500,000 views?
let me see. Cause I want to do stuff on him. Cause I want to. Cause the stuff he's claimed.
Oh yeah.
Everything always. That's the
Well,
thing.
there's another guy who is like, he was around for a very long time. It's like emergency something.
Awesome.
Emergency awesome. Okay, yeah, he does kind of like clickbaity videos too, where he puts like
But
people
yeah,
in
he
the
does.
thumbnail that.
He does.
No,
But his explanations on it kind of you can see it. See what he's saying kind of makes sense.
right.
You try right. This guy just He has over 1 million subs, by the way, over 1 million subs. And he
Right.
says he's a name is Michael Roman, world-renowned entertainment journalist.
Fraud.
Yeah,
World-renowned fraud is what he means.
I want this stuff on everything. Oh my god, look at this.
Damn.
Oh my god, Marvel Studios
Oh, yeah,
Wolverine cast
dog.
announcement. Yeah, if you. Yeah, so his name is Everything Always. I have him subbed on one of my other channels, the Dissect channel, which I don't use anymore. I have him subbed there. But
You're
this
going to
is the
pull
new
up
one.
his video and give it a watch?
Which one is it? The reboot, the new team lineup? Oh no, that's the latest one.
Whatever. Well, let's see his most popular video.
Okay, most popular.
Skim through it and look. Yeah, just in case
Actually,
there's
Hugh Jackman Wolverine in Endgame, 5 million views.
5 million views. Okay.
Oh
Well,
my
I
god.
mean the thing is we don't even know. I mean he probably is, but I'm looking for a claim that he made that wasn't possibly
Well,
true.
Hugh Jackman obviously is not in Endgame. That's not true.
Oh man.
His latest one is it's actually pretty latest, right? Most Studios X-Men reboot new team lineup update. You want to take a look at it?
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's also some scoopers are also making claims about the X-Men. Who's going to be on the X-Men, the new X-Men
They
team?
have no idea
Yeah,
because
they don't. They
let me get it up real quick for you guys. Okay, I got it. Never watched it, but I'm gonna. Okay, but I never watched this, but I'm gonna share with you guys
I'm
now.
seeing Degrassi's comment. That's fucking hilarious.
The grassy. He really doesn't like Bob. I
Bro,
can
that's
tell.
crazy. That's crazy. Holy.
Okay, so this is my first video of this guy. Okay,
Red's like, I don't want to be here anymore. How come, Red? You
stay
don't
here,
like
Red.
us?
Stay here, Red. I'll get you Dakota. I'll get rid of this.
Okay, let's see.
8 minutes long. Everything always.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name.
So I want you to, so you know, blind. I'm into wrestling.
Right.
There's this wrestling channel called Wrestling News Now, who makes up fake, outlandish, unbelievable things that make you like, what the hell are you
Right.
talking about? Wrestling
Bullshit.
rumors, bullshit
Straight up
rumors.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, saying in wrestling, right? Sometimes somebody gets beat up real bad and they go to the hospital, right?
Right.
Kayfabe, not real. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
see a video saying, yeah, that wrestler going to the hospital actually died that night. I'm like, what?
Oh man.
And
Oh man.
some people believe it. Like, I just want to know the
Oh
average
man.
IQ. I want to know the average intelligence of people on YouTube. It can't be very high.
Oh man.
How to pay?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
toupee. I'm looking. Yeah, that's
just wear a hat to Kevin
yeah,
Feige. Kevin Feige is bald. Just wear a hat.
the cat man. It just can't. It can't let
It's
it
you.
go.
It's you.
My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, in between the huge announcements we just got at San Diego Comic-Con and then the ones we're getting at this upcoming weekend's D23, Marvel Studios took to Variety to announce brand new release dates and update their slate between now and the beginning of 2028. Now, interestingly enough, in 2027 and after Avengers
Not Marvel. Disney did that, dumbass.
Bruh.
No, there was a Disney updated slate, not just Marvel. Everything else too. Untitled this, Untitled that was not just Marvel. It was Disney.
Yeah.
There was lots of other stuff.
We probably I mean maybe we'll know about that stuff next year, but
Yeah.
Secret Wars, there are now 2 untitled Marvel movies on the calendar, one of which is most certainly the reboot X-Men film that we now know has been in pre-development and since the end of last year 2023 with a new writer already locked up and Michael Leslie and a script well underway. And that's where we pick up today with the latest breaking industry insider update on which 2 members of the X-Men team this reboot is supposedly going to focus on. And if you've been paying attention to what Marvel...
See, I gotta hate myself. I'll give credit to Doomcock because he says I take it with a grain of salt, but these guys never say that. I'm sorry.
They're here to fool people.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that. I give props to Doomcock in that way. I'm sorry.
We can't give them no more props.
No, but
No more props to the cock. That's enough. And draw the line.
Doomcock, that was a hell of a stream. I've got
just crazy outlandish shit.
Yeah. Mike Zeno.
And recently, both of these names make a lot of sense, and to me are a great alternative to what we were hearing earlier and again at the beginning of the year, with a much different route from Marvel for what they were going to do with the
Yeah, whatever. You probably this guy got fake scoops, like Marvel admitted it.
X-Men film. We're breaking down this latest report, where it came from, and what it says about these two specific members being the new focus of the X-Men reboot film in the MCU. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. So if that's for you, hit the sub button and leave a comment down below. That automatically...
You got free promotion here.
I want to do... Is there a DC version guy of this, please? Somebody find me the DC version of somebody like this.
We're going to have to look for that. That might not... I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't one.
Mike Zero, we got the Star Wars version of Mike Zero. We got this guy from Marvel. We need a DC guy.
Yeah, we do need a DC guy.
And
if not, we may have to fill the role.
And if we got somebody who wants to make us really laugh all stream all night long, we got Doomcock.
Yeah. Oh man.
Doomcock. I admit that Doomcock's one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Enters you to win
great, better than Joe Rogan
giveaway. If you want, stick around.
Oh. Yeah, much better than Joe Rogan. No, he doesn't do DC. No, just Marvel.
Yeah, just Marvel.
On the end of the video, we get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Also, guys, my band All Fires is playing our very first show on September 1st in Atlanta. I've been promoting it here at the channel over the last...
I think we should go visit him. Get a ticket and go watch him sing.
Bruh.
Atlanta, everybody. Who's with me? DeGrasse, you know people in Atlanta. You can hook us up.
Last couple of weeks. Today we're going to do it a little bit differently and actually do a ticket.
This might be the actual guy right here. I bet you this is him. This guy.
Giveaway. So if you're going to be in or around the Atlanta area, and obviously that's the catch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is a put in head for sure. You see that joke where he said,
there used to be a time... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see that Joe Rogan joke where he said, I'm friends with Elon Musk, and that's the equivalent of a boy and his dog.
So yeah, like there was a time where Mike Zero's streams where his videos were doing he did like 3 or 4. They did like this is maybe a year or two ago. They were doing 1,000 views at least average. Then all of a sudden, like when we checked last time when you were on stream with me, that was the first time we checked in a long time. Oh my god, his videos are doing crazy numbers now.
Yeah. Yeah, that rumor that's going around about the actress of She-Hulk being mad that she wasn't in Deadpool, like I clicked on a random video in my recommendations, and I was listening to it, and I heard this shit, and I just was like, really? Like, you actually believe this? And I just clicked it off because it was so stupid. And then they also believed the Doomcock rumor too, because they were like, oh, Captain Marvel and She-Hulk were going to appear in Deadpool, but Ryan Reynolds cut them out. It's like they were never in the fucking movie, boy. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Archie. Oh man,
this is wild.
Because that's where the show is. Go ahead and comment All Fires.
Okay, well, September 1st. Okay, I'll visit you, Michael. I'll just go there. Thank you.
ATL.
I'll hold up a sign.
Oh, this is actually his band.
Yes.
I wasn't even paying attention. Oh shit. Okay.
We'll go together. We'll hold up a sign. Say we're the #1 fans.
#1 Marvel show.
Yeah.
Or All Fires Atlanta on this video. I'll pick a couple of winners and get you guys some tickets. And if you've already purchased tickets and plan on being there, definitely stick around after the set. I'll be hanging out. Now, this last update actually came from industry insider Daniel Rickman, who's given us plenty of updates about the upcoming X-Men film and over the last 6 months. Originally, he had stated that this reboot film might look to focus on the female members of the X-Men, but this...
There's no ass on YouTube. You can get away with that, or is that just quick enough to get away with that?
I guess you could. I think you could show some ass on YouTube.
Okay.
Might look to focus on
nothing
the
too
female
crazy,
members of the X-Men. But this latest update makes a lot more sense. According to Daniel RPK, again, one of the most trusted...
I don't see, the thing is, I don't believe that either. A female team.
Yeah, like they're going to focus primarily on females. There's no way they're going to. It's going to be a mix, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, why would you sideline the popular male characters? It should be balanced.
For a team of Emma Frost, Storm, Rose, Jean Grey, I'm all team for that. See, you're all hot. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah,
sources.
Yeah, why not? How can you say no to that?
Yeah, there's no way you're saying no to that.
I think this is outdated info anyway. Well, what are some other videos that he...
In the Marvel Scoop game, the two characters that the X-Men reboot film are going to focus on...
It's a commercial.
Advertisement.
Here's a mutant.
I always see this game. It looks like dog shit.
Our Gambit.
It probably doesn't even look like that.
Kitty.
Okay. The two characters you're going to focus on are
Gambit and Kitty Pryde. Now, as I mentioned...
Oh, yep. Huh. So he is running with this rumor. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's also Daniel RPK.
I can see that. Maybe as the, but you're making it sound like they're like the focus like of the team.
Well, I think Daniel RPK was like they're going to be on the team, Gambit and Kitty Pryde. I mean, the thing is, there was that rumor that the team was just going to be what we see in X-Men 97. So, I mean, obviously Kitty Pryde is not on that team, but
don't be surprised.
I don't see why they wouldn't put her on the team.
Don't be surprised Kitty Pryde does show up in that series.
Yeah, and also too, we never got what's her little dragon thing. We've never actually seen that in live action. I'm sure we haven't seen her in live action, right?
2017, they never really expand.
What's the name of her dragon? Her little pet dragon thing.
I forget.
Is it It's like Lockley? Is it Lockley or something?
Maybe.
Someone's gonna put RJ or Degrassi's gonna put it in the comments.
It's yeah.
Moments ago during the prologue, if you've been paying attention to what Marvel Studios has been doing and saying about the X-Men this year, I think these two characters were an absolute shoe-in, especially Gambit. It's been a huge year for the Gambit character.
I mean, to be fair,
X-Men 97.
I think anybody could have told you this because for some strange reason, if you actually think about it, we've been getting a lot of Gambit this year. Obviously, in the TV show, Deadpool, the comics, they recently. I mean, we talked about this. Lockley. Yeah. Gambit is also in the TVA comic as well.
Yeah.
Which was kind of random because it's supposed to be Captain Carter,
you know what?
Sylvie, the Loki characters, and Gambit's there. So
let's get Channing Tatum to play this version. I don't care.
Well, you should see. There's a big. There's some people who don't want him to be Gambit.
I know.
They didn't like him as Gambit, so.
I know. That's true.
7, and of course, Channing Tatum showing up as a live-action Gambit in the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine, which, to address that square on, I know there's still a lingering rumor that some of these X-Men might actually persist as the X-Men in the MCU and past the multiverse saga. They will definitely be recasting Channing Tatum, there's no question. Might he show up for Avengers Secret Wars? Maybe, but as far as an X-Men reboot, we're going to be past the multiverse saga. They'll be casting a new actor to play Gambit. That being said,
this was such a bad Gambit. I don't know what this Gambit was.
Marvel Studios president has been pretty out there about the fact that there's no immediate plan to recast Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And in fact, there's probably a good chance that at least for the time being, Wolverine isn't on that X-Men team. That was another rumor we had heard that they might look to stay away from his character. But to the contrary, having killed off Gambit so early on in X-Men 97, knowing that we have another 2 seasons of that animated show to go.
They said that Gambit, I mean, we'll see the return of Gambit at some point in the show. I mean, also they teased that in the show as well, so there's no way
With
they
Apocalypse?
yeah, with Apocalypse. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
if
gonna be
this
a
guy's
four.
paying attention or not,
Resurrect
but
him. It's gonna resurrect him as a horseman, one of the horsemen, newer
yeah, the
horsemen.
Horseman of the Apocalypse. Yeah,
Yeah.
His
What was that? Oh, Lockwood. Yeah, pet alien dragon.
yeah.
resurrection notwithstanding, it seems as though his death at the beginning of X Men 97 sort of cleared the way for him not to be overused over the next couple of years and then have a live
Okay, this
action
guy doesn't even know
prominence
what
when
he's
the
fucking
X Men
talking about.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Because it's just yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. What?
What's up, Hunter?
What? If she's saying that, oh, you know what? The reason they killed off Gambit is because they don't plan on using him in the other incarnations. You're gonna have him on the sidelines for a couple, for a time, and then to the X Men movie. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't even make sense.
yeah, I agree to
I'm
Grass.
sure. I'm sure. Also, Gambit is going to
Hey,
be
Hunter.
in the game, in the X-Men game too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh wait, no. Marvel Showcase. Disney Plus doesn't do the won't do the all the games, right?
Yeah, but
Marvel.
that X-Men game is like 8 years away. We're not seeing that game anytime soon.
Damn, I'll be like 50 by then. Oh, not at
Damn.
50. No, I won't. I'm not that. No, I'll be like I won't. I'll be in the 40s, not in the 50s.
Right.
And Degrassi's gonna be the 60s by the time the game comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to be in my 30s.
Man,
So.
well, what? Because are they focused on the Venom DLC? No.
No,
Is it?
they got well, we'll see if they do the Venom game, and then obviously Wolverine. Wolverine's not coming out next year. I
When
mean, it
are they
would be
doing that?
surprising if it did, but it
When
says it's coming out
did they announce any
2026.
expansion packs for the Spider-Man 2?
No, they had in the leak there was DLC, but
Oh,
no one knows if it got canceled. I think there is still DLC because they have like a timeline, and if you look at the timeline, it seems like the updates and the patches were delayed by like 6 months. So maybe the DLC
okay.
was delayed
I don't know
for
about
quite some
this,
time.
Hunter, but okay. Do you know about this?
Oh yes, this is something that's been a rumor going on. That Warner Brothers is going to sell their stake in video games, and I guess that means that they would sell off their studios.
Oh, James Gunn wouldn't be
Um,
happy with that. He'd not be happy with that.
I mean, well, the thing is, I mean, they could still have like contact with the video game studios. It's just they don't own them. So I mean, it makes some sense. I mean, in other words, Warner Brothers would turn into what Disney's doing, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Oh,
they still have a connection with those studios through whoever buys them. But the thing is, who's gonna buy them?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not sold on Star Wars. Me either on the Outlaw game.
Well,
Someone
the
says he's
Outlaw game. Sorry, you can go and we'll talk about that.
no.
Sorry about that.
I agree. Oh no, you go. You can say what the
I,
Outlaw
I
game.
was gonna say the Outlaw game. Like, I'm not going to buy it day one. But I did hear some people there
Like
was
it.
actually a bit of a controversy because there was some positive like previews. And the
Yeah.
way people described it, I was like a little bit more interested because someone described it as Assassin's Creed meets Splinter Cell, which I mean it's Ubisoft, but the fact that Ubisoft is making a game that's like Splinter Cell is kind of surprising. Obviously they have the reboot, but they have done nothing with that series. So I mean, it sounds a little bit
I don't,
intriguing,
they
but
haven't
that's
done
not what they
Splinter Cell.
advertise, though.
They haven't
So
done Splinter Cell in years.
yeah, it's been 11 years.
11 years. Oh.
Yeah.
Um. All right.
Well, who's going to buy the studios though? That's what I want to know because it's clearly not going to be Microsoft, that's for sure. And my
Oh.
guess is if they do sell them, uh, maybe they sell them in pieces, so then they can get more money. And then maybe they can also sell, whoever they sell it to, they can make a deal with them and be like,
If
"Oh yeah, you can make a game for us,
if
right?"
Outlaws is like Uncharted, and to me that
N-
sounds good.
It's not like Uncharted. Oh well, it's
There's
like
climbing.
Uncharted in the sense of, I mean, it's an
Climbing.
action adventure game, right? Like, but in terms of like the mission structure and the game mechanics, it was like more like Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. I mean, the thing is, Uncharted is more linear, but with this game, there's missions where there's like branching paths, so like you could do different options. It's just we don't know if it leads you to the same result. I mean, usually, like in Uncharted, there's no branching pass. It's just sort of like, you shoot up an area, you move on to the next one. So I don't know. The thing is, the controversy, and this is what I was going to say. There's a controversy because I think there were some reviewers or people who were actually paid to say positive things in the preview, and so that kind of got wind, because someone had to take down their review and then say, "Oh, Ubisoft didn't like what we had to say," which,
Lots of climbing.
yeah, lots of climbing, I guess, in that aspect. But there's that seems to be the trend with these AAA games now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Climbing in yellow paint.
Yeah.
Reboot team finally gets done in that film. As far as Kitty Pryde being the other point of focus, look, this was a no-brainer as well. When you have characters like Miss Marvel, who's now being rewritten as an X-Men, there's a whole different fan base that they're trying to reach with her character. And Marvel Studios admittedly has been.
I mean, because they have the NYX series, which I read that comic, the first issue. It was not good. It was not good. Yeah, I mean the new X-Men comics that have the first issues have not been great. I'm really hoping Uncanny X-Men is good because that's the one I actually do care about.
I don't think you can compare the two, Miss Marvel and Kitty Pryde.
They're kind of similar though.
But Miss Marvel had her own show,
especially on the X-Men, at least, and what they're doing with Miss Marvel.
It's the mutants, right? If there's X-Men, all X-Men members should be a focus. That's something that the previous X-Men movies, well, the 2000s did not do a very good job of.
Yeah.
Right? So, but now with the reboot, every X-Men member, there should be a focus on the show. Like the Avengers do. With the thing about each character, there was focus on characters in the Avengers. You got to do that with the X-Men. It's not the Wolverine show. It's the Wolverine movie. It's not the Cyclops movie. It's the X-Men movie, right?
Yeah, but they still have to have a protagonist. You still kind of need a central character to focus on. So that's also going to be interesting too to see who that would be.
That's not going to be Kitty Pryde.
I mean, we don't know though. That's the thing. Because if you think about it, I mean, Jubilee was in the cartoons was supposed to be the central character that people, she was like the point of view character. So I mean, it could be Kitty Pryde, or maybe they just do something different, right? Like, who knows? It's possible, but yeah.
Been trying to capture a younger audience. They want there to be counterparts for young characters like Miss Marvel, the same way they're doing with the Young Avengers. And from Kitty Pryde's point of view, she'll basically take the place of what Rogue was in the first couple of X-Men films, being a new student and introducing us to what Xavier's Institute for Gifted Youngsters is all about.
Like what he's saying
now,
right here.
To that point, it seemed to shock some people when the revelation was made over the weekend at San Diego Comic-Con.
They uses X-Men New Mutants footage.
Yeah.
On that,
I mean, he's just throwing in any
would
footage
not be
related.
your typical reboot origin story that they're actually going to pick up with the team after they get their powers. But Marvel Studios has been doing.
Jessica's worst movie. Oh my god, Jessica! No, as much as we give credit to her acting, she's been in a lot of bad movies.
I still refuse to see that movie, so
Dark
I'll never know.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you to see it because it's not really good. So
no, yeah.
Since the beginning, they fully rebooted Spider-Man and just completely skipped his origin story. They figure a majority of the fan base is pretty antiquated with a lot of these characters, and given that X-Men 97 has risen to prominence and real recently, if you did lull on your X-Men knowledge, well, you're going to be all caught up, and especially by the time we get to this film, because we'll have been coming off.
I'll say this: the Sentinels, and I like these feature best, but the Sentinels could have done better. Could have been designed better.
Yeah. Oh, in the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off of, again, X-Men the Animated
Oh, do we have to see this?
series season 3, which I think is going to pose its own complications, only because if they're able to maintain
peace,
the quality
RJ. Have a good night.
Later, RJ. Night.
of the storytelling and the writing through the next 2 seasons, we know that Bodemayo actually already wrote season 2. They've hired a different writer for season 3. Then they're going to have to do the same with the live action X-Men reboot, because if it comes out and it's less than the animated series, it's going to be extremely apparent. And I don't think that's anything that.
But how could, here's the thing, how can it make it better than the anime series? The anime series is always near perfect. It's such a freaking high bar.
I mean, that the only thing is maybe like action sequences, characters,
What's the anime? Yeah, what's the anime series like on Rotten Tomatoes
and
right now?
interaction with the MCU characters. I mean, it really depends, right? Because I mean, the writer that they have, like, I mean, who knows, right? They're writing a first draft. We don't even know if they'll stick around, but if they do, then whoever they get to direct the movie, I mean, that's also going to be crucial too, right? Because I mean, because like, wouldn't they treat the X-Men like how they treat the Avengers? Like this is going to have to be a very big deal, no? Like they're
more.
doing the first X-Men movie in the MCU.
Well, they're ready to be the X-Men. I don't think they're in the form of the X. I think they're ready to be the X-Men.
Right. I mean, yeah, because it's just easier to. It would be too much to explain.
Yeah,
like we don't really need that.
I can tell you one thing: Disney's not going to buy Mortal Kombat.
No, I mean, but sorry, I forgot. Mortal Kombat, the IP, I think it's owned by Warner Brothers. So I don't think it's the. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think they would just.
They are making.
If they sell off the studios, I think that's gonna be one. Like that's why I say they may sell them off individually.
Yeah. So also Warner Brothers owns DC too. And Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
They own Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
so.
they own Mortal Kombat. There's no way they're giving up Mortal Kombat. There's just no way. And I don't think Disney would buy it personally, but if that did happen, because Disney, I mean, the thing is Disney, even though they're investing into video games,
Who makes Mortal Kombat the video game company?
NetherRealm.
So Warner Brothers doesn't really Warner Brothers. See, NetherRealm doesn't really own Mortal Kombat.
No.
Warner Brothers does.
Yeah, NetherRealm was like a spin-off studio from Midway. I don't even remember the studio that made the Mortal Kombat. You remember Midway? They went under, and then Warner Brothers bought them up, or bought up their IP, and that's why they have Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So
they.
And look at the movies. The movies were the first
Brothers.
one was pretty successful. The reboot. Yeah, and they have the animated movies as well. So they're not going to give that up.
No.
They could turn that into a big franchise. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, yeah, with Deadpool being super successful and Mortal Kombat just being sort of violent, I mean, that could be a very successful franchise. They just have to play it up more. That's the thing. Because it is very story driven, even though it's all just sort of like nonsense. But you know what I mean. If you play the games, you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios want, still not being burdened by having to rehash a normal origin story, really opens up the number of stories that they can tell with some of these characters that you wouldn't think would be the normal point of view characters, and for an X-Men reboot
I'm
film.
kind of surprised. This video's not as crazy as the thumbnail.
No,
I guess really the thumbnail is just to get people in the door.
The best choices of all time. And
or
again,
the title
because
too.
he was killed so early in X-Men 97, it's not like we're going to be getting a ton of Gambit.
Woo, this is
And
a
we got
tough choice, but I can't go like this.
Rip.
I'll give up my sword.
in the following seasons. Well, again, unless they resurrect him. And, sometimes with Marvel, that's just the way it goes. Still, keep in mind, just because they may focus on these two characters and maybe for that first film doesn't mean we're not going to get something resembling a classic X-Men lineup. But we've heard that real recently as well. Marvel Studios doesn't want to screw this up. X-Men 97 has been one of the biggest properties and franchises that they've had. They want to make good on that with the live action
X-Men is
reboot. So they're going to want to do everything in their power to give us what we're expecting. And what we're expecting is some semblance of a classic X-Men team, even if it doesn't feature characters like,
the
say,
StreamYard's
right
bot is acting up.
Really?
Yeah, it's telling Hunter not to send long messages. I don't know why it's saying that. I need to be added as a moderator in order to remove messages. No. Because he's just typing a comment. He's just asking us a question. Yeah, so what does he say here? Who are the people who made X-Men Legends? What if WB buys that? So, oh yeah, X-Men Legends. Well, I think X-Men Legends, I don't know the studio that made it, but it was Activision
I have
who
a
published
Streamlabs
it.
bot in here since when?
Probably because of the super chat stuff, no?
But they didn't do it before.
Oh. It's weird.
Let me see.
I mean, a DC Legends. I mean, I think they should make a X-Men Legends reboot. I don't think we're gonna get that because seems like they have other plans. But yeah, I think Warner Bros. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if Aaron's gonna go fix that, but it's kind of interesting. That.
I don't. But they.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need long messages. No, that's fine. It's not.
Yeah,
Hey,
because he's not
Streamlabs.
spamming. He's not doing anything wrong. He's not
No.
even swearing. So what? I don't know why the bot is getting triggered.
Bot's triggered. It's AI. It's artificial
Yeah.
intelligence.
But I mean DC. I mean, if you notice, I feel like Marvel over these last couple of years has done a much better job with their video games. Even if we didn't like Avengers, I mean, we still got a lot of variety in terms of Marvel games. I mean, even with mobile games, I don't play a lot of mobile games, but there's a ton of Marvel mobile games that are popular.
Oh yeah.
So
there was one on Facebook years ago that I loved. It was like,
what was that one? Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Was it like Marvel or sorry, Avengers like Alliance or something? Something like that?
yes,
Yeah, I remember that game.
I was obsessed with that game
Because the art was cool. The art was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's around anymore, or I haven't checked.
No.
I don't play games on Facebook anymore. Does this mean Streamlabs works on my channel now? Oh, I have to know if somebody tips me. Red, tip me. Red, if you're still there, tip me.
Red tip. Oh man.
All right, let's continue this video.
Let's continue.
I'm thinking it may not, and if it does, it may just be Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Which characters would you most like to see in the first film and is the first iteration of the X-Men team in the MCU?
Oh,
I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5. As I also
nothing outrageous from like this video.
No.
I feel I think we got half an hour left because I want to end it at midnight this time.
Right.
Is there does he have a Henry Cavill one? Oh,
does he?
No, he has a Daniel Radcliffe one, but here.
Oh.
I got.
By the way, I know people were talking about in the chat, or you were talking about earlier.
We talked about this a couple days ago. I don't know if it's last stream or stream before. Tom Cruise. Remember, everybody thought Tom Cruise is going to be Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah.
So okay, we're gonna skip. Okay,
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires Now. It's pretty evident via the last two huge multiverse movies from Marvel Studios, including Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and of course, the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine, that not
What hell are you talking about?
What is Jan talking about?
Snow Deadpool
Says
is
Wolverine was cucked by a Cyclops
No,
and
Cyclops was
Jean Grey,
cucked
and
by
Deadpool is just a
Cyclops.
living cancer.
Cyclops was actually in the show cocked in the movie.
No, I think he's talking about. Oh,
Oh,
no, maybe he is talking about that.
I
Because I
didn't
was
see
gonna
it.
say Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey
Deadpool is
in
just
the
living.
comics they had like a threesome.
Okay,
And no, I'm not joking.
I don't know because I'm not focused on this stuff. Like I'm trying to.
Let me see.
You
What
go ahead.
PS2 should come back to? Oh yeah, I mean there's a ton of PS2 games that are actually, you know what? I have the PlayStation 5 right open right now. But I kind of want to see like do they even have the original God of War, God of War 1 and 2 on PlayStation right now? I don't think they do.
No.
So I know they're adding some Ratchet and Clank games. Maybe SOCOM. I mean there's a bunch of like PlayStation 2 games.
Let me skip this part.
But
only
yeah.
does Marvel fan art online, rumor mill, most recent Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Those literally started as fan art online and then made it to full fruition on the silver screen. And that's again because Kevin Feige looked at the internet, saw who the fans were casting.
Oh no. Oh no. Did my okay, never mind.
Oh, you mean smaller? Dude, I guarantee you Joe Henry will not come on my channel, okay?
What was Jan talking about? Jan's always talking about
Yeah.
something.
Jan, this is not a wrestling channel. I'm not trying to be mean here, please. This is not a wrestling channel. That's a wrestler blinded. This is not a wrestling channel, and I know you love Joe Henry and you're a fan of him. Nothing wrong with that, but you're too obsessive with him, and it's like,
Damn.
it,
He's
well,
obsessed with him?
it's too
Jan,
obsessive.
what are you talking about?
You're
Oh
allowed you're
man.
allowed to be a fan. You could be really, but you're too much of a like you're a stan, and I'm like it's and people are getting like I can tell you from one thing. People are starting to get like some people don't bother, but some people are getting annoyed. I'm okay with it sometimes, but like if it's on this channel, I like to focus more on pop culture stuff than wrestling. As long, but if
Right.
if they come see like stuff like this, oh, it's no.
Jan, do you still do this with Tony? Give him all the questions.
Oh, Tony. And I'm
Oh
Gabby
man.
Geeks.
Yeah.
Tony is like, I like Jan. I like Jan, but like Jan asks the questions that Tony asks questions to Gabby Geeks, and Tony like he thinks Tony knows everything. Like he knows everything. You
Oh
know?
man.
Like and Tony's like, I don't. It's like Tony's like, I don't know. Like I'm
Also, I do want to know, Jan, do you still keep up with the Amico? What happened with the Amico? I haven't been paying attention
Oh
in
my god.
a few months.
I need Fit Bar here if he's still awake.
He said I dropped a few questions every week. Okay, but what about the Amico? The Amico, what type of fuck shit are they doing over there?
They're talking
They're
about
still scamming people.
They're still talking about a dead product. Wait, it's not
Dead. It's not dead. It's like
came out.
it's like bleeding from the head, but I mean he's still twitching, right? That
Life
still
form had
counts as
enough,
being alive.
but it hasn't even come out. Like it's never coming
Oh,
out.
he said
Like,
yes. July 4th had an announcement. What announcement? I know we're getting derailed, but
Same way that John Krasinski wasn't the MCU's Reed Richards. But there is one other casting, one major one that surrounded and dominated most of the concept art from back in the days of Multiverse of Madness, and that's none other than Superior Iron Man, played by Tom Cruise. Shoot, there were even some of the most elaborate plot leaks surrounding his character that, of course, weren't in the film for Multiverse of Madness.
Actually, that's bullshit.
That was July 4th.
Stop at Streamlabs. He's not set. Dude, Stream. He's not. These are not harmful messages. Shut up, Streamlabs. I'm gonna block you, Streamlabs. Happy? I'll block you. I'll put you in timeout.
And idiots like DJ it was good news. DJC, oh god.
I'll block you, Streamlabs. Happy? Okay, I'll be right back.
Hey, StreamYard, stuck my.
Okay. What the hell happened to my?
Can you imagine it blocked me or banned me or put me on timeout because I said that in the chat? That would be crazy.
Now my web browser just all screwed up. Thank you, Streamlabs. Now I gotta.
This Amico home is just straight up bullshit.
Come back in a minute because my browser just screwed up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the only one here, so let's talk about the Amico and how fucking. Well, I mean, it's not dead. It's like I said, it's bleeding on the sidewalk. You know, all limbs broken, but I mean, he still has a pulse. It's a weak pulse, but he's still going. So I guess he's alive. I guess. Okay, he's back.
Shut up, Streamlabs. He's. Oh my god. Don't. Fucking Streamlabs. Shut the fuck up. Seriously.
So yeah, it's a nothing burger essentially.
Oh god, Lord. Ugh. I'm not gonna add you to as a moderator. You know, if you don't send long messages, guys. Don't send long messages, okay? Because apparently he wants to be a long sentence Nazi.
Oh god.
No. You know, grammar Nazi, long sentence Nazi. I need to be added. You need to shut up. You need to shut up, bro. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta
you
go
need
back.
to shut up, or we'll have to kick you in your head, drag you out back.
Yeah, Streamlabs. So you funny. So you were able to work a couple days ago, but all of a sudden you work now. What the hell?
Bruh.
I'm watching the commercial on the YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna share. Yeah, I have. I thought about interviewing people. What am I gonna say to Joe Henry? I don't know much about him. Like, what am I gonna say? Hey, Joe. You know what's so stupid? Finbar put that guy in our DM group. And Finbar's gone crazy in our DM group. He's been adding people left and right. Finbar, my DM group. He's been adding so many people to the DM group.
But who?
He added
Joe.
The guy. Yeah, he added Joe Henry.
Oh man.
We have John Cena in there too. Yeah.
Oh man.
And of course they're busy. They're like this. They're on TV. They're celebrities or stars, right? But
could you imagine one day they do say something?
Yeah, but like I'm worried. I'm worried one day you're gonna see that and be like, what the hell?
That'd be funny. Oh man.
You know how sometimes on Instagram celebrities, sometimes they read their DM messages on Instagram. What if someday when John Cena or this guy gets interviewed and someone interviews asks him about their DM, you get any weird messages from fans on your Instagram or and or on social media in general. And whenever you say one of these two guys, especially with John Cena, because John Cena has a bigger reach, right? Because he's a major star. John Henry's just a small time wrestling star. That's it. But John Cena has
Right.
a bigger fan base, right? Just perceives wrestling. Most John Cena, yeah, I was in this group where they kept changing names, and these
Oh
people in this
man.
group were like being really non PC. Like they're being saying all this crazy stuff, like like all the stuff we're saying. I would be like, yeah, I was in this group, random groups of fan anime that I
Oh
followed, and they
man.
kept changing names. Yeah, I'm gonna make a movie about it.
Bruh. Oh man.
Watch it for Peacemaker. Where Peacemaker season 2 comes out, all the press, the interview, all the press is right. The press. He gets interviewed. Watch him. I'll be like, oh my god, and I'll think it's Finbar because Finbar kept adding people.
Oh man. Bruh.
Like, yeah,
Jan says, "Why are the costumes so ugly? Are they all CGI?" I think
I think they
part,
are.
yeah, especially
That's
Black Bolt
that's
and
because Jan, this is all green screen, by the way. They were never in the
yeah,
same like Elizabeth Olsen was never in the same scene. We're never in the
yeah, the
same area
same
as it.
room as
Yeah,
these actors. So yeah,
yeah, because of he'll be back. He'll be back. Because of COVID restrictions, they weren't available to be in the same room to film together. That's because of COVID restrictions. Because this was filmed,
right,
I think Elizabeth Olsen did this right after WandaVision. And once she finished WandaVision, she had to go to this.
right,
Um, so yeah, so the costumes are CGI, and a lot of the Marvel stuff, especially Phase 4, a little bit of Phase 5. Actually, some stuff in Phase 5, more than a little bit. It was not exactly the best because it was limited because of, well, people working on the film or whether VFX, they were mostly at home, and it was hard.
yeah,
It's hard. I mean,
yeah. They were working at home.
yeah. So, and people make fun of Marvel for that. I mean,
Was the CGI? I can't even remember. Was the CGI like ridiculed in Multiverse of Madness? I
I
didn't
have
think it was
no,
that bad.
no, but Thor was. I'm pretty sure Thor was
Thor
like
was bad. Yes, Thor was bad.
Ant Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man was bad. But I don't remember people saying that
Captain,
about
the
Multiverse.
Marvels is some pretty bad.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad scenes too. Yeah.
That one picture where you see Captain Marvel flying with the cat. That was
Yeah.
so bad. Oh my god!
The
It felt like
Marvels is just
that
straight trash.
that 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 scene and the picture from that scene. No, it's photoshopped. That they photoshopped it.
Yeah.
Or,
There's people, can you believe there's people out there who defend like they will jump in front of a fucking bullet for the Marvels.
well, yeah, because they all love Brie Larson. Hey, I like Brie Larson too, but
These shit like
But
I
now,
don't get it.
circling back, we have one industry insider indicating that this is something that Marvel Studios is actually looking to do. We're going to break down the latest report that indeed the MCU is looking to bring in Tom Cruise away stuff again there. Also, my band All
By the way,
and in the
that
comments,
scene with Black Bolt and how it zooms in and then she's like, "What mouth?" I mean, that wasn't really scary. That was more funny, right? Like
yeah.
I couldn't be the only one who bursts out laughing. The way it like zooms in on him and then it just fucking dies. Like
The
that
thing
should have
is,
been something in Deadpool, to be
Mr. Fa-
honest.
Mr. Fantastic should never told Wanda what Black Bolt was capable to do.
No, yeah. Yeah, also why would he do that anyway?
Yeah.
It was like he
Yeah.
was like, "Here's my guy who can like, scream at the top of his lungs and you wouldn't dare do anything to him, right?" This is like give it out give it out his entire fucking
Plan.
plan and yeah. And she's just
Well,
like, well, I could just remove his mouth, like and then he just kills himself. That was brutal. That was still brutal, man. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you do come by, make sure to stick around after the set and say hi. I'll definitely be hanging out. Now, as I mentioned briefly during the prologue, and if you're
Oh God.
That's a horrible Photoshop of Tom Cruise. Oh my
That's
god.
Photoshop. I mean, I mean,
It is ugly. It's bad, isn't it?
I mean,
If
it's
Tom,
fairly simple to do. Like, yes.
if that's
So,
Tom Cruise, if Tom Cruise looks anything like that, to say he becomes as a version of Tony Stark. If he looks anything like that, I'm done. That's
I mean,
horrible.
yeah, they keep using the superior. I don't know what's the fascination. Like, sorry, give me a
He wants to
second.
do his own stunts too in the movie. He
Where
could really
did
want
this
to.
idea?
He really
Someone
wants.
we got to do some research on this. Who was the first person to say Tom Cruise should play superior Iron Man? I just don't get it. Like, where did that come from?
I guess it's because he was supposed. He was the Robert Downey Jr. was not the front runner.
Yeah, I
So
know that. I know.
maybe maybe
No,
just
but
people were.
I'm saying specifically superior Iron Man, not because people.
I
It's
don't
not like
know.
people want him to be Iron Man. They want him to be evil Iron Man. So it's like, but why? Like, where did that even come from? It was just random.
He'll do his own stunts anyway. He'll try to fly for real. Yeah,
Yeah. What's up, Anthony?
Tom Cruise would probably think he can shoot things out of his hands, like probably think he can really
Right.
shoot stuff. He'll do the stunts for real, and Marvel will not let you do the stunts for real, man. They will not let you do that. It's
Right.
too
There's a
valuable.
Infinity Crusade with Adam Warlock and yeah.
Well, we do have
Well,
Adam
oh,
Warlock. We do have Adam
will
Warlock,
they
but
make a movie of that? I
the problem with Adam
don't think
Warlock and
so.
Magnus, they're gonna have to change it up a bit because stuff to do with the Soul Stone, and yeah, that's destroyed.
Well, I think that's all going to depend on whether Marvel continues with Guardians of the Galaxy, which
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, that's also something I noticed too. We haven't been talking about is if
And
Marvel is going to bring back all, Chris Evans and all these people, wouldn't they bring back the Guardians of the Galaxy with Chris Pratt and Rocket Raccoon?
well, yeah, Chris Pratt for sure. I think Walker Raccoon, just not the other. Zoe Saldana's done. She's dead at.
Yeah, we
But
know.
the
Yeah,
others,
the people who said they're done, but
yeah,
if we still got Rocket Raccoon and Star Lord, I mean, they're fan favorites. The movie did well. Why not do a fourth one? I mean, you did a fourth Thor
that
movie,
might be. You know what? That might be up in. That might. I mean, they did say Star Lord's going to return at the
right?
end.
Yeah, I just assume that means he's gonna be in Avengers because it's like, where else would he appear?
Yeah, because he has no story now. Like, yeah, he's back
Yeah,
on Earth.
yeah, and he has no connection with
somehow
the new
new
character
to the
anyway.
Marvel
No.
Scoop
Besides,
game,
yeah,
channels
so
like mine, or news like this is not the first time we're hearing of this by any means. Back in the lead up to Multiverse of Madness in late
50 million for Tom Cruise. Damn, that might be way too much.
2021, early
I'm gonna tell you right now, there was never talks of Tom Cruise being Multiverse of Madness.
No, but this is where this because it was Michael Waldron who said that he had the idea of Tom Cruise playing Iron Man, but it was like late into production, and Kevin Feige was like, "Yeah, we can't get him. He's filming the new Mission
Yeah,
Impossible movie, so
yeah.
that was not going to happen." But I do wonder if that conversation is now making them think about actors to play because
I
let me say this. Let me just say this. I think it would be a shame if we end the
I
multiverse saga and we never saw variants
I'm gonna
played by
say
other
this now.
actors of the Avengers.
I'm gonna say it's a hot take. A really hot. I don't think Tom Cruise would play a good Iron Man.
I don't think so either, but it's a gimmick, right?
Yes.
But like, you don't think it would be a waste that we never got variants of the Avengers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we never got to see. I mean, we do have Captain Carter, to be fair, but we never got another Iron Man, another Black Widow, another Hulk, another Thor.
Y-
Like, what's the point of the multiverse
I
saga if we're never going to see
I
different
think
versions of them?
I think if I was Tom Cruise, I'd rather go to DCU or Batman universe.
I
I
think
think
I mean,
Warner Brothers. When
the
he did
thing
sign a
is,
deal,
I don't. I mean, yeah, he is with Warner Brothers. That is true.
I think Batman.
But the thing is, Marvel is just,
I think you.
Marvel's got the cash.
I think he
So
play Hush. I think he actually would be a good Hush
Tom Cruise against who?
against Batman. I mean, because he could play
Well,
that
again, but I mean, like,
charming.
who's Batman? That's what I
Oh, that's a
mean.
good question. But I mean, like he could play that charming friend of Bruce, but secretly he is a sociopath. You
Right.
know, because I know Tom Cruise could do that. He could play that role very well. I don't think he'd be a good Iron Man. I think he'd play better as Hush. Because
Mm. I mean, I can see what you're talking about in terms of a villain role, but I mean, I
mm,
I wouldn't mind seeing him as Iron Man for like
2 seconds.
a quick, yeah, like a quick scene.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I just, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they still have time to do these Avengers variants, but it still just surprises me. It's like we got variants of, if you think about it, we got variants of Wolverine over the main six Avengers.
yeah.
Like Wolverine wasn't even part of the MCU.
No.
This is like I don't get it. I really don't get it. But
That's because Hugh Jackman's popular. Wolverine's popular. I don't know.
Oh, my
early
headphones just died.
2022, Superior Iron Man, played by Tom Cruise, basically dominated the conversation. And as I also mentioned during the prologue, there were these elaborate plot leaks that sort of popped up in support of this character showing up in the film. Obviously, he wasn't there, but it was said it was something that Marvel Studios was looking to do. So it
No, it wasn't. It was just said by the writer was looking to do. Not Marvel Studios, just the writer. Like you said, blinded, right? Just the writer, not Marvel Studios. And you gotta remember, the writer didn't have much time to actually write the uh the script. They just do it again.
Well, he wrote different. Sorry, I had to put my headset to charge, so I'm just using my phone mic. But Michael Waldron wrote, I think it was like 35 different versions of Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and on top of that, too, remember he wasn't supposed to be the original writer of that movie, right? The-
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
All right, but yeah, I mean, Marvel really did kind of drop the ball a little bit with Multiverse of Madness, even though I personally liked the movie. I didn't hate it like other people, but it's still weird. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's I don't know. I really don't know. I just want to see other. Oh, I guess he's gonna come back, but I do want to see other Avengers variants appear in this multiverse saga. That's like my one wish, is we'll see a variant of the Avengers with different actors. I think it would be interesting. So yeah. Sorry if my mic. Okay, here he is.
I don't know why. I don't know.
We got 5 minutes to midnight anyway. So
Oh yeah, you know what? All right. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. Nah, let's just not do it anymore. Yeah, 5 minutes.
yeah,
All right. All right. So, because tomorrow I think we're gonna do Grace Randolph. How much minutes
right.
do you say about what she does? 15 minutes?
It's like 15 minutes or less. I'll go back and check and tell you just to
I
make
know, but
sure.
it'll take longer than 15 minutes,
Yeah,
obviously.
I will. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, Grace Randolph, but she is a view magnet.
Yes. Might as well
oh,
keep going.
there's people that comment me say stop leeching off Grace, stuff like that. You
Really?
know,
Oh, damn.
yeah.
I got to go back and check. Okay.
No, I delete those comments because I don't want negativity. I want to read us.
Damn. Was there a
Yeah.
lot of them, like, or
No,
just like
one or
one
two,
person?
one
Oh,
or
okay.
two. That's it.
Leeching off of Grace. I mean, I guess we are, but who cares? We're putting our own commentary on it, so
No,
eat a
yeah.
eat a eat a bag of dirt. to those people.
Yeah, these people with no subscribers, no videos. Okay, whatever.
Oh, okay. They just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I
They've
just want to
never
tell.
even been in the chat. That's crazy.
I just want to tell them. Yeah, because because of the algorithm, right?
Right.
So I just want to tell them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you could do better, do a video yourself. Oh wait, you don't do any videos?
Completely just that's
Oh yeah.
savagery. Oh
Oh,
man.
I'm telling you, Blinded. Like with Grace, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sticking with Grace, man. We're gonna do Last of Us when Last of Us comes out next month not next month, next year for season
Next year,
2.
yeah.
We're gonna do our own review and we're gonna do Grace's review because I guarantee you,
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
we're gonna
I mean, we
guarantee
did the
yours.
first season too. That's
Yeah, but
crazy,
we
but
never did
yeah.
Grace though because I wasn't doing Grace then. But I
No,
guarantee
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I guarantee you that Grace can say some stuff that you're definitely not gonna agree with.
Yeah. That's gonna be an interest. Oh, but well, I'll save that for tomorrow because he did say something where I'm not 100% sure if that is true or not, but we'll get into that because it is interesting. But I'll save that for tomorrow.
And also, we're gonna do the Batman when Grace does the Penguin. We're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I guess Agatha at this rate might as
I
well.
don't know if I want to do Agatha. I mean, I don't know if I want to do my own stream split review for Agatha. Maybe.
Maybe the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I might do some episodes of Grace on Agatha, cause she does. She'll probably do. I mean, she'll do Easter eggs, right? We'll do the
Yeah.
Easter egg episodes, right? That's it.
Yes.
Easter egg episodes. Reviewing Easter egg episodes, right? Like spoiler episodes that she does. We're not gonna do like non-spoiler for those shows. We're gonna do spoilers, and that's gonna be like our after shows too. It's gonna be spoilers.
Mm,
We're not gonna say no. We're not gonna do spoilers, guys, on the after show for these shows. No, we're gonna do spoilers.
right.
Once
Yeah, it makes
Pig,
sense.
once Penguin ends, we go live. Spoilers.
Right.
Once for
For TV
movies,
shows, it makes sense.
yeah, for movies, maybe a day or two, right? Some
Yeah,
people do
people got to
spoiler.
go to the cinema and watch it.
People do spoiler for movies on the day the movie comes out
Right.
or the day after.
Yeah, they do.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
I
now
don't
you're
know.
seeing a lot more spoilers for Deadpool, like screenshots and
And they're starting to come out more
officials.
publicly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on purpose now. But
Yeah,
yeah. So
obviously.
tomorrow we're good. Yeah, we're gonna do Grace Randolph on Last of Us. Maybe I'll find a screenshot for that. I mean, I'll screenshot
Yeah.
one tonight and then I'll whatever. Thursday, nothing on this channel. Friday, D23 at 10 o'clock p.m. 7 o'clock Pacific. That's when Disney Entertainment Showcase goes live. And Disney Entertainment Showcase is gonna be movies and TV shows for all Disney related content. So that means Marvel, Lucasfilm, Pixar, and others. So yeah, okay. Uh I don't know about Marvel Animation because I think that's in the afternoon.
I'm
Saturday.
excited for Marvel animation, so
I gotta check
we'll
the
talk
time for
about it
that.
another day.
I'll check the time for that. I'll check the
All
time for
right.
that. I just know about. I hope the D23 gets me good views. I don't. The Comic Con. The Comic Con got me a lot of people. I mean, Grace Randolph got me a
Mm.
lot on Sunday. Like I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
need to go check that one because I didn't check. I'm curious. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah. Oh yeah. Almost 500.
Oh, nice.
Pretty
That's pretty good
Blossom
for a
is
live stream.
pretty Blossom in the second hour. Oh,
Mm.
he's Streamlabs. Shut up. He's fine. Look this.
Oh yeah, the Grace. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Yeah. So I. Yeah. Hunter. Yeah. He shouldn't. Caps. It sounds like see.
Yeah,
I understand. Like, I understand you're not trying to be
yeah. He's not spamming though. That's the thing.
you're not spamming it, but caps are always perceived as a bad thing, like you're yelling, so that you know. I don't think that's not your intention, but that's what Streamlabs is doing. The caps usually means it's usually not usually when somebody uses caps for a message or whatever it usually is not it's not perceived in in a good light, right? Blinded, it's like you're yelling.
Right.
That's not your intention. But that's a Streamlabs. So if you don't want the Streamlabs to tell you that, just do like this. Just do like this. No, no, no problem at all, really. Just, I don't know. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm talking to Streamlabs.
Yeah, I know. But I was gonna say, because I looked at it. So you turned off the comments, right? Send me like if you get another comment like that, send it to me because I want to see what they're saying. The Grace Randolph fanboys. I mean, sometimes I say some harsh stuff, but
But we didn't say anything. Well, the Batman. We didn't say anything. Well, no one comment on the Batman stuff because
okay,
the Batman review because I admit I'm gonna end the stream anyway because I plugged our stuff. Blinded, you plugged your stuff.
right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can follow me YouTube Threads Blinded Braille. It's on screen. If you type that into YouTube or Threads, you'll find me with the ad. So
Okay. So yeah, I told you guys we're gonna do it tomorrow. And it's Friday, and maybe Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. Saturday, maybe more D23 stuff. But yeah, it's not trying to censor people. What are you talking about?
it's trying to this dumb bot is trying to censor people. Oh man.
Bye, everybody.